Hey there, I am Megan, and I am the Ultimate Hype Witch. I did a little recap video of what's been going on over the past few weeks, little Burning Man snippet in my last video. It's a little long, but it kind of covers what's been going on over the past month. But I wanted to talk about this I Ching reading that I got while I was at Burning Man. This amazing man named Bundle of Joy. He studies the I Ching. He wrote this book. They gave, it was a group of them. They were doing these I Ching readings. I went with a handful of people that I know, so we all had our separate readings. My reading, everyone's reading was spot on. Very cool, right? And so I end up getting to sit with Bundle of Joy, and he's like, well, you have me. Any questions you want to know about, anything you want to talk about, all these things. So basically, I'm sharing with him how I'm starting this YouTube channel, and I'm like ready to, and I am here to like step more into my power, etc. So before I say any of this stuff, he's kind of channeling, he's talking, he goes, yeah, it's like, you just kind of want to ask it a question, and you can, focus on yourself, or if you can't kind of figure that one out, we can kind of talk about how to get back to the community, etc. And in my head, I was literally thinking about the question I wanted to ask was like, how can I give back to my community? And so I kind of started sharing with him about the Ultimate Hype Witch. I'm like, I'm starting this YouTube channel. I just started it before I got here, and I'm very excited about it. And I want to be sharing my voice more, sharing this so I can give back to my community, talking about all of the things that are going on in my world so that people can relate and know that they're not alone, and offer my assistance and help, because I have gone through a lot. I am a highly aware human. I'm a very compassionate human. This is just my world. This is what I love to do. I love to show up for other people and, impart some sort of wisdom and guidance as we navigate this human experience, which can be very tricky, all of the things. So I'm sharing this with him, and he goes, oh, you are at a turning point. And he goes, you are stepping into leadership. You are going to be entering a new chapter of your life. And I go, okay. And he starts sharing about his family, his background, etc. And he goes, failure, when you step into leadership, failure is no longer an ego thing. It's not a failure of ego, a failure of what did I do wrong, right? It becomes a failure of leadership. How did I not handle this, right? How can I do better for the collective? How can I do better for the group? And how can I show up better? And I was like, okay, very interesting. And so things are just popping off in my head as he's sharing this stuff. And he just keeps going. And I'm like, yeah, like I just want to step more into my power and all of this stuff. And he goes, okay. So eventually we throw the coins, and how the I Ching is, it's 64 gates. And my bottom line is solid. So he's like, that's your essence. You're good there. He's like, but everything else is open. So he's like, you have to become more firm on your heart. He's like, whatever that means. And he starts asking me about whether I'm dating someone or not, etc. And he's like, your spirituality, he's like, you're super open. He's like, amazing. He's like, you've gotten so much information, all of this wisdom, etc. Now it's time to close yourself off. He's like, you need to be feeding the flame on the things that you want to be creating, and obviously remain open as a person, but you have to close yourself off. You have to be closing these up. And he goes, this is the easiest thing you can do, is just focusing on the things you want to be creating so that you can make the biggest impact, and that you can actually feed the flame, and it can actually get bigger, and it can get better, and it can grow, and it can become the thing that you want, right? And he's like, opportunities are coming to you, but he's like, if you don't do the things, the door will close, and it's going to take a little bit longer. The opportunity might not come around for a little bit longer, right? So it's like, now is the time to do this. Okay. So then he does the numbers, and we actually open up his book, and it's the turning point. And I'm like, okay. And the few things that needed to change, it was talking about mindset. So that's huge. I'm like, okay, I can do that. turning off my mind, redirecting my energy, all the things, closing off some stuff, etc. And then there was another number. And the next one was like taming of the great power or something along those lines. I don't have it with me. And I was like, does it really say that? And he goes, yeah. And he's like, okay. He's like, well, you know what to do. We just talked about all of it. So there you go. And yeah, so for me, it was super powerful. I feel like this channel is going to be a huge part of that. I have felt that I've been at this turning point for a while, and I'm doing my best in the background to focus on my mindset, to create this platform in order to help other people. Like, that is my goal always, is to be in service of others. So if what I'm sharing ever resonates with you, please don't hesitate to reach out or leave a comment, email me, subscribe to my hype list. I want to hear from you. I want to talk with you. I want to engage with you. I would love to hear about what's going on in your world. If you ever need support, call the hype hotline. But yeah, I just wanted to share about my I Ching. For me, it was really powerful, very resonant. It literally so on the nose. The other thing was I had thunder, and he described that as, heavy mother energy, and he was like, like the fierce grace, basically the ferocity of a mother, right? When a child is taken from her, he's like, you have a lot of that in you. He's like, very strong, very powerful mother nurturing energy. That is very much your essence. And if I work on these few things about closing off and changing certain aspects, then like that taming of that great power is going to be transmuted and step forward fully into what it's meant to look like. So for me, that was great. It was a sigh of relief, honestly. Just good to get some affirmations on what in the heck we're doing here, I know I'm not alone in that one. I know we're all just making it up as we go and doing the best that we can. So I hope that this message lands for you. If it does, reach out. I'd love to hear from you. I am Megan. I'm the ultimate hype witch, and I hope you have a magical day.